From the Sooner State to NFL greats, here's a look at the top 10 running back careers that have sprinted from the University of Oklahoma to the big leagues. Let's talk about it right now, Sooner Born. All right, coming in at number 10 is none other than legendary Steve Owens, coming out of Gore, Oklahoma, standing at 6 feet 2 inches tall, 5 years in the league for Detroit Lions. He played in 53 games, carried the ball 635 times for 2,451 yards, average 3.9. He had 20 touchdowns and a long run of 27 yards. Shout out to the Heisman winner, Steve Owens, who once held the record at Oklahoma for the most rushing yards. Congratulations to him and everything he did. Now, coming in number 9, Prentice Gaunt. We all know him. OU standout, played for the Cleveland Browns and St. Louis, played in 88 games, 629 carries, 2,466 yards, averaged 3.9, 11 touchdowns, and had a long carry of 54 yards. Now, coming up next, at number 8, we got to go with Kenny King, played 97 games, 579 carries, 2,477 yards, averaged 4.3 yards on the ground, had a long carry of 89. So played for Houston and Oakland. Shout out to Kenny King at number 7. We all know the Oklahoma legend, broke all the high school records, went to Oklahoma, started as a freshman. James Allen, played for Chicago and Houston. 66 games played, 670 carries, 2,497 yards, 3.7 average on the ground, 4 touchdowns, a long carry of 57 yards. James Allen was an absolute legend in Oklahoma. We know what he did. At number 6, Joe Washington, played in 119 games for San Diego, Baltimore, Washington, and Atlanta. Had 1,195 carries, 4,839 yards, 4.0 average, 12 touchdowns, and 41-yard long run on his career marks. Joe Washington, we know him from the legendary punt return from USC. If you didn't know, just one of the greatest running backs in OU history. Won some national titles, all of that. At number 5, Billy Sims, my guy, Mr. Boomer Sooner, another Heisman Trophy winner. Played for Detroit for 5 seasons. Had 60 games played, 1,131 carries for 5,106 yards, 4.5 average, 42 touchdowns, and a long run of 81 yards. And we all remember the highlight when he jumped over the guy, basically kicked the dude in the face, all that type of stuff. Billy Sims, shout out. Probably the best running back college career-wise out of Oklahoma, other than somebody who will be mentioned. Now at number 4, Greg Pruitt, 158 games played for Cleveland and the Raiders, 1,196 carries, 5,672 yards, average 4.7 yards a carry, 27 touchdowns, a long run of 78 yards. We all love Greg Pruitt, one of the best running backs in Oklahoma history. At number 3, DeMarco Murray, coming out of Las Vegas. We all know him, one of the most overall great running backs to ever catch the ball and run out of the University of Oklahoma. Played for the Cowboys, Philadelphia, and Tennessee. 99 games played, 1,604 carries, 7,174 yards, average 4.5 yards on the ground, 49 touchdowns, a long run of 91. That's pretty special. Now, at the number 2 spot, another one of my favorite running backs that can do everything, Joe Mixon. played for Cincinnati and Houston. He's played 8 seasons. I think he's going into his 9th season. 111 games played, 1,816 carries, 7,428 yards, average 4.1, 60 touchdowns already, 59-yard long run. Wow, 60 touchdowns is pretty amazing. And at the number 1 spot, we all know one of the best running backs of all time, probably going to make the Hall of Fame. Played 15 years in the NFL. Adrian Peterson. Played for Minnesota, New Orleans, Arizona, Washington, Detroit, Tennessee, and Seattle. 184 games. 3,230 carries. 14,918 yards. Average 4.6. 120 touchdowns and a long run of 90 yards, and most rushing yards in a single game. 2,000-yard rusher one season, almost broke the all-time record. Adrian Peterson will forever go down as top 2 running backs in OU history and the top number 1 running back from Oklahoma that played in the NFL. So that's the list right there. Honorable mention, I can give credit to Elvis Peacock, played for the Rams in Cincinnati. Played 27 games, had 216 carries for 1,001 yards, 4.6, and 7 touchdowns, a long run of 36. Horace Ivory, it was an all-pro kick returner for the Patriots, played for the Patriots and Seattle, played 6 seasons, had 1,425 yards, 15 touchdowns, a long run of 52. And last but not least, for honorable mention, we have Samaje Perine, who played for Washington, Cincinnati, Miami, Denver, and Kansas City, had about 1,922 yards, 9 touchdowns on his career. He's played in 110 games so far, so those are the greatest running backs to play in the NFL. Not even based on my opinions, just based off statistically alone. And hey man, drop it in the comments. Let me know who was your favorite running backs that played in the NFL. I'd like to know. Let's discuss it. And peace. Boomer Sooner.